Again to another episode of News According to Brian. I'm your host, Brian McBride. Sorry, more of these. I've been really busy lately, but I promise I'm going to try to do it much more frequently. Yesterday, in fact, I was just at a wedding of a friend of mine. On the way back, I saw something really interesting. It was one of those Adopt a Highway things, but this one wasn't your usual church community group. This was something that said, to stop teen pregnancy, which is a great idea because, as you know, if you're cleaning the highway, it's pretty difficult to get pregnant. You know, pretty much impossible to get pregnant, I'd say. Or at least that's what I tell the girls when I pull over and I see them cleaning up the highway. It looks like the cheddar wasn't the only thing that was sharp in one New York man's sandwich. He found a 7-inch blade inside his Subway sandwich. The man immediately took the sandwich back and he says he'll never again order the OJ special. I know what you're thinking. Where has Jim Smith gone? Well, I'll tell you. See, in Pittsburgh the last 4 days, they've been having what they call the Jim Smith Festival, celebrating everyone named Jim Smith. It's a very exciting time filled with lots and lots of Jim Smiths. If you're over there and you feel like, you could use a little more elbow room, just go right across the street because there's the much less densely populated Tiger Woods Festival. Yeah, not too many of those. Really interesting story in India. A man showed up to the courtroom with a fake wife, so he could get a divorce and say it was mutual. What I'm thinking probably happened after that is when his wife found out, he greeted him and his fake wife with a very real frying pan. So not only will this guy lose half his stuff, but probably all of his consciousness as well. The Dark Knight opened this weekend at $155 million. If you're unfamiliar with the story of Batman, it's about a millionaire during the day who at night works as a superhero. Now the one thing you may notice about this film is that at the daytime, Bruce Wayne is surrounded by girls all the time, but as Batman, a superhero, he can't get anybody. And I thought about how weird that was, but then you think about it. He's on a date as Batman. He goes up to a girl. "You look beautiful tonight. You want to come back to my cave?" That's not going to work. I've tried it. Now the Olympics are coming up, and China, as a lot of people know, are famous for their ping pong players. We actually got one of their ping pong players named Gao Zheng over on our team. I guess Forrest Gump was unavailable at the time. But anyway, she married an American, so now she's an American citizen, so she can play with us. The problem is that we were worried about how the Chinese would feel about it, but they said, don't worry, there's no hard feelings. Whether Gao Zheng wins a medal or not, she will still be beaten. I would like to take this opportunity to announce 2 new things I would like to do. The first one being, ask me a question. Is there something you want to know about me personally, maybe? Or is there a question in your life? Maybe it's love. Maybe it's a question about sport picks. Who's going to win to be the next president of the United States? I know all that stuff. So go ahead and ask me questions. You can email me at askbrianmcbride@gmail.com. I'm going to answer them here. The other thing I want to do is a little bit of an improv. I want you to send me a story in the news. And in that story, I'm going to just read it right from the thing, one take. It may be funny, it may be a disaster, but we're going to try it out, alright? So go ahead and email me your stories. For the stories, just put under the subject, story, and for question, just put question for the thing, so I can read the questions, decide which ones I want to answer on this webcam. For the stories, I'm just going to open them up right as I perform, so that I can do a little improv for y'all and see how that works out. But I'm really excited, and I hope you'll participate. Just follow this email address right here you're seeing, and then we're going to try this out next time. Thank you. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Tell your friends, show them if you think it's funny. Feel free to subscribe. I like that. We're getting some people there. But that's it for today. So I'm going to sign off. I'm Brian McBride, and I'm going to be famous someday.